Idioms, they're stupid things. Head over heels? Bitch, I'm head over heels right now. My head's up here, heels down there. Head over heels. I'm not in love. I'm not in love with anything. I'm just head over, and it's over my heels. What you see is what you get. But don't judge a book by its book cover. So, if I see a book cover, what I see is what I get. If I like the book cover, I'm probably gonna like the book. I see a book cover. What I see is what I get. I like the book cover, I like the book. But I shouldn't judge the book by its book cover. But I shouldn't judge a book by a book cover. But what I see is what I get. I shouldn't judge a book by its book cover. But what I see is what I get. The pen is mightier than the sword, yet actions speak louder than words. So, So a pen is better than a sword, but actions are better than words. So I can't write down words and they'd be mightier than a sword? I don't know what's going on. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Well, obviously, because once you eat the cake, you no longer have it. But then, what's the point of having a cake? The whole point of having a cake is to eat it. You don't want to continue having the cake because you can't eat it. You can eat it later, yes. But if you wait a certain amount of time, then you can't eat your cake because it's off. But you want to have a cake. Why would you want to wait to have a cake? You don't want to wait to have a cake. You want to eat your cake now. No use crying over spilled milk. Bitch, I like my milk. Bitch, what if it's like 12 o'clock in the night time, in the midnight? No place is open except for the convenience store, which you probably have to drive to, or walk the 30 minute, which isn't really convenient at all. But still, you gotta make a cake, but you can't make a cake because there's no place open, and you've just spilled all the rest of your milk. You can cry over spilled milk. Spilled milk you can cry over spilled milk. If you're not in a place where you can have readily available milk, you can cry over it. Grass is greener on the other side. Well, maybe you should water your fucking grass then. It's your garden. Water your grass. Make your grass green. The other side is greener. Not because, there's whatever the fuck reason. But because you're not watering your grass. Your grass is going brown because you don't water it. You just wait for the rain. Easy as pie, really? Have you seen pie? Have you had a bite of the pie? Have you made the pie? You will know that pie is not easy. Pie is the least, well, not the least. Pie is definitely not easy. You gotta make sure the crust is nice and good, and you gotta do all this fucking thing, and you gotta prove the dough sometimes. Pie is not easy. And have you had a bite of the pie? Biting pie isn't always easy. Sometimes it's too hot, sometimes it's too cold. Sometimes it's flaky. Bent out of shape. If something is bent out of shape, can you not just bend it back into shape? I don't see the problem here. And if you can't bend it back into the exact shape, can you not just smith it back into shape? You know, get a hammer, get some fire going, get it back into shape. You know, like a blacksmith. Because if it's wood, it can't be bent out of shape. So you can... If life is to give you lemons, shouldn't it also give you some sugar to make the lemonade? if you try and make lemonade with just the lemon and maybe some water, you're gonna have some really fucking shit lemonade. You're gonna have lemon juice with water. Who wants lemon juice and water? That's not fun to drink. That's not lemonade. Lemonade is shit without sugar. Cat out of the bag. Have you put a cat in a bag before? Hopefully not. That, especially if it's a plastic bag, they might suffocate, and you don't want to do that to a cat. But if you put a cat in the bag, it is likely to scratch out of the bag. That's generally what cats' claws can do. They scratch. They hurt us humans, but no, they can't get out of a bag. Why can't they get out of a bag? They've got the claws. Oh, here we go. 2 peas in a pod. Have you ever opened a pod of peas? Have you ever opened a pod of peas and saying, "Oh, look, there's only 2 peas in that pod"? No, you see like 4 or 5 peas in the pod, maybe even 6. Never have I looked in a pod of peas. Never have I looked in a pod of beans. Never have I looked in a pod of peas. Never have I looked in a pod of peas and seen only 2 peas. No! Stop. What are you having? They're having like a 4 or 5 or maybe even 6 of them. They're having an orgy. Not a couple. Not a regular twosome of coitus. Having an orgy. Raining cats and dogs. When I hear raining cats and dogs, I think of all the cats and dogs are in the sky and their urine is falling on us. But that's not what the idiom is specifying. It is saying literally, cats and dogs are falling out of the sky. Which can be both a good and a bad thing. Good thing. No, bad thing first. Bad thing first. They're falling out of the sky, they hit the ground, they're dead. They're injured. Good thing, they survived the fall. You gotta feed dog or cat. But no, it's just rain. Cats and dogs aren't rain. They're cats and dogs. Hit the sack. When you go to sleep, do you hit a sack? Do you have like a sack laid next to you and you just hit it and then you go to your bed? I didn't think so. Who hits the sack and then goes to bed? Who hit the sack to go to bed? That doesn't make any sense. Kick the bucket. I've kicked many buckets in my day. None of them have made me die. I don't have a bucket list. Well, actually, I do have a bucket list of all the buckets I want to kick before I kick the bucket. That doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, tell me something. I'm all ears. No, you're not. You're not all ears. You've got 2 ears. None of which are below, like, what, my mouth? My mouth is like the lowest part of the ears. I've got 2 ears on my head and then no ears anywhere else. Why do you have another ear than me? That's not fair. Fit as a fiddle. Have you ever seen a fit fiddle? A fiddle is not supposed to be fit. It's a musical instrument. It can't determine an athletic skill. It's got no athletic skill. It's a fiddle. It's a musical instrument. No athletic skill. Peace.